What's 4 things I wish I knew before I had kids? I'll tell you one. First thing, love. You're not going to understand what love is until you have a child of your own. You're not going to understand the depths of what you would do for someone you truly love. And don't get me wrong. You have your mother, your father, people you really love in your life. But when you have someone dependent on you as a child, when you have someone looking up to you, following your little everyday moves and wanting to be like you, that's a love I can't even describe fully. And the love I'm talking about is the love that will make you hurt somebody. This love will make you smile in your mugshot. Like, anybody messes with your child kind of love, you are going to jail. You are going straight to jail. Like, I can't tell you the amount of times my child, something was done to them in the wrong way. And it could be something small sometimes from another student in her class. And she'll come to me and be like, "Daddy, this person did this to me." And I'm like, "Where they at?" Like, where they at? Like, my tone just automatically sounds Brooklyn. It just comes out. And I'm just like, that's the love I'm talking about. Like, the love that you have for your child will make you go crazy on somebody if something wrong is done to your child. Like, I'm at a point where I'm ready to step to a 5-year-old. Like, seriously, on some G stuff. You know what I mean? I'm ready to step to them like, "Yo, where your parent at? What's going on? Like, come holler at me." That's the kind of love I'm talking about. This love will make you just go strong. Number 2, what's my second thing that I wish I knew before I had kids? Number 2, how tired I was really going to be. You don't know tired until you have kids. Just because you work that overnight shift, that ain't tired. That ain't tired. You have an option of going to your bed after that overnight shift, don't you? I'm sure you do. You're more liable to have that option. But when you have kids and you do an overnight shift and you come home and your kids are awake, you don't know tired, man. Tired is your child not having school the next day and wanting a very early breakfast. Like, I'm talking about airport time breakfast, like 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning, they're waking up. "I want this, I want that. I'm so hungry, I'm starving." These kids are dramatic. You ain't hungry, go back to sleep. That's what you want to tell them, right? I'm talking about the type of hunger these kids will exhibit to get you out of that bed at 4, 5:30 in the morning to go make some pancakes, and then got the nerve to only take 3 bites. That's the kind of tired I'm talking about. And that's only one example. Dads, moms, you guys know what I'm talking about. You already know. You already know what tired I'm talking about. Number 3. What is number 3? Number 3 is how messy these kids are. Now, I can be very messy. All right? I can clean up after myself, but I can be very messy at times. I didn't know mess until I had 2 kids. 2, because it doubles up the mess. When you have 2 kids, everything is double. Like, when I say I found some mysterious ingredients implemented in certain locations, when I tell you how horrifying that is to see a certain color of the ingredient in which I'm thinking about that you may not know, it's scary. And it just lets you know just how messy these kids are. Like, one time I saw a little bite, brown, in the crevice of my child's car seat. What's your first thought when you see something like that and it just pops out and you just open it, you're like, oh. That's the kind of mess I'm talking about. Number 4. What is something that I wish I knew before I had kids? Money. How much money are you going to spend for these kids? Like, you guys see the economy now. You guys see it. Imagine adding kids. Imagine adding kids to that and all of their responsibilities and all the things that they need. It's so much money. It's more money than I ever could imagine. Because before you have kids, you're like, yeah, I know kids are expensive. But do you really? Until you really start paying for it? No, you don't know it yet. When you really start analyzing and seeing how much money goes into your kids, from pajamas to insurance, the most minuscule thing all the way up to something that's very important. You spend a lot of money on these kids. And a lot of this money, some of this money is like on foolishness. Like, I wish I knew when my child was a baby, there's certain items you don't buy. Like, when you're a new parent and you're inexperienced, things look extra cute to you in the stores. You're like, oh, that looks so nice. I'm gonna definitely get that for my child. That looks so nice. Example, a baby wipe warmer. Your baby does not need that. That is just spending extra money for no reason at all. You could put them cold wipes in your hand and warm it up. You don't need no baby wipe warmer. That is marketing garbage. You don't need it. Trust me. Trust me when I say that. Trust me, I got enticed too when I saw that. I was like, oh, shoot, that's cool. You got a machine to wipe to warm up the wipes? I got to get this in my house. A diaper genie? Yeah, it has its benefits, but I really didn't use that. I mean, I'm sure other parents have their own experiences, but we really didn't need that. It was just an extra expense. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments. What do you guys think is things that you wish you would have knew before you had your kids?